Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Welcome to Hell by Midi. As always, the song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers. So if you'd like to be that person to request something, just leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to add it to my list. And hey, while you're down there, might as well like the video, click the subscribe button, check the description where you can find links to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. All right, well, with that out of the way, let's get into it. So, I've heard a couple songs, I think, from Midi at this point. I'm kind of lukewarm on them for right now. I really like a lot of their style when they are putting together like cohesive like rhythms and beats and what have you. But they often dive into the sort of obscure and frantic and hectic and sort of I can't even think of the word I'm looking for. They're all over the place sometimes, and that kind of turns me off. And so it's been a little hit and miss with them, and I'm hoping that this one will be a hit. So I say we jump right in. Welcome to Hell, Midi. I did grab the music video, which YouTube doesn't always like when I do that. So if you see it blocked here, just know that's why. So, all right, let's do it. Here we go.
The sweet peals of moonlight induce love-making on the streets tonight. Listen, the soft purr of motorbikes are ready to strike up the night light. So don't tell me of your troubles, your emotional grief. Take in the sights, this is shore leave. Don't talk of true love, unscrew your frown. Enjoy the entertainments of nighttime town. Experience the red rooms, the green tables, the souvenirs, make memories haunting or fabled. The gallant mist of red-blooded chivalry instilled in basic training. By standing in line today, you secure a place among the saints. Go get them, son, now your life begins. To die for your country does not win a war. To kill for your country is what wins a war. Don't tell your name, don't ask for hers. In this land of oysters, you are the world. The painless plainness of military life resumes tomorrow night. For you, it would have been cholera, malaria, or some eastern disease. Forget about it, son. A slap is all you need. We did it all, we seen it all, and worse, much worse, son. The massacres of ages, too many to recall. A soup nothingness that once was your best friend. Motherless children and temptress widows. The wild, the useless, the dead, the untamable. Don't stay in the street, lucky I don't shoot on the spot. Our bullets were made for men like you, the impotent idiots God forgot. Tonight you decide which corner takes residence, which room looms forever in your mind. But now you're on your own, we don't need men like you.
Wow. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Yeah, that honestly was not half bad. I kind of like that. You still got a little bit of that like helter skelter kind of all over the place-ness that I've become accustomed to with this band, but it was a little more subdued. They took it back a little bit. It's almost like they picked my brain and took a little bit of my feedback. And again, obviously they didn't, because I mean, come on. But hey, I liked this one a whole lot. So wow, yeah, I kind of liked it. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down piece by piece, like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. And also the music video. Music video was actually kind of cool. Really out there, really trippy. Parts of it sort of reminded me of like that really old school style of animation, anime specifically, like the Astro Boy anime type like style. But then other parts were just like that weird like 3D style that was popular for a while and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, it was kind of cool. But anyway, lyrically, let's take a look. So listen, the sweet peals, please. Not sure, of moonlight-induced love-making on the streets tonight. Listen, the soft purr of motorbikes avoided a strike up the night lights, so don't tell me of your troubles, your emotional grief. Take in the sights, this is shore leave. Don't talk of true love, unscrew your frown. Enjoy the entertainments of nighttime town. Experience the red rooms, the green tables, the souvenirs. Make memories. Haunting or favored the gallant mist of red-blooded chivalry instilled in basic training. So yeah, I think this song is about like some branch of the military, some sort of platoon or something, and essentially like they're kind of hanging out. They're on shore leave, hanging out at some place. Remember your training, all that stuff. And it gets really interesting as you keep going. By standing in line today, you secure a place among the saints. Go get them, son. Now your life begins. To die for your country does not win a war. To kill for your country is what wins a war. And damn, can you imagine? Like, it almost goes against a lot of like what we sort of say about the military here in America, right? It's like, oh, this person like died for their country, and here they're saying like, I mean, dying for your country doesn't win a war, but killing for your country is what does. And then it's like, damn, that's hard, man. That's eek, that's a hard line. Don't tell your name. Don't ask for hers. In this land of oysters, you are the worm. The painless plainness of military life resumes tomorrow night. So like enjoy your shore leave while you can, because then you got to go back to like the rigid military like lack of individuality type life. If not for you, it would have been cholera, malaria, or some eastern disease. Forget about it, son. A slap is all you need. And so sort of maybe this guy killed somebody, right? And now it's like, well, if you hadn't done it, a disease would have taken him out. And I see like their general or someone above them saying this to them, and very dark. And I think more than anything, this song probably is some critique of the military and military life. We did it all, we seen it all, worse, much worse. Son, the massacres of ages, too many to recall. I mean, yeah, again, I think this is very much a condemnation of war, of military culture. Limbs rendered birds by the speed they flew off. A souped nothingness that once was your best friend. Motherless children and temptress widows. The wild, the useless, the dead, the untamable. So yeah, I mean, obviously, this is not a pretty picture they're painting here. Shivering fuck, don't stand in the street. You're lucky I don't shoot you on the spot. Our bullets were made for a man like you. The impotent idiots God forgot. Tonight you decide which corner takes residence, which room looms forever in your mind. But now you're on your own. We don't need men like you. And so maybe this person decided to make a stand and say, forget this. Like, I'm not shooting an innocent person, or I'm not doing whatever, right? And they're like, well, you're like, and basically then they turn on him, right? You're a spineless coward. Get out. Tonight you decide which corner takes residence, which room looms forever in your mind. But now you're on your own. We don't need men like you. Private Tristan Bongo therapy discharge, or hereby, sorry. Private Tristan Bongo hereby discharged. I'm going to click on that. In the end, they discharged Bongo. Okay, I got that, but like I'm guessing there's a lot more story here. Okay, so this commenter is mentioning PTSD. So okay, I mean, yeah, I feel like there's probably a few different ways you could take this song. For me, again, I'm really just reading it as like a condemnation of just the military in general, of war in general. So, yeah, lyrically this one was pretty heavy, like I said, and it goes against a lot of sort of what we're brought up in as far as American culture around the military goes. So, I mean, I kind of dug it. So I give it 2 thumbs up lyrically. I thought it was really well written. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, I think I'll start with the vocals because it really was more of a, obviously like a very spoken word style, but I think it really worked for this song because his voice was very consistent while the instrumentation was kind of going all over the place, if you will. So I did at least like that piece of consistency about it. So I think, well done there. I think that was a good call. So yeah, vocally, obviously it's not like an amazing vocal performance, but I think the way he delivered it really goes well with the lyricism and again with the sort of more helter-skelter style that they approach their instrumentation with. So yeah, I dug the vocals. As far as the instrumentation goes, I actually really liked it. First of all, shout out to the drummer. I don't know if they have him credited here. Let's take a quick look. Now, mostly looks like they're crediting the video. Actually, a few. So Morgan Thompson on the drums. Man, I think when he throws down some like drum beats, he does a really good job. And again, that's one thing I was complaining about with Black Midi at first was that like I loved their drum beats. The way their drummer approached drumming was really fun and really energetic and. But they just wouldn't like stick to a consistent rhythm, a consistent beat, like a consistent tune. And so it's just kind of like, all right, well, you gave me a cool drum beat for like 30 seconds and now you're all over the place. So I really like what he did in this one. It was a lot more consistent and you were really able to pick up that really cool beat. As far as everything else goes, yeah, again, they did a little bit of the craziness where they were jumping from style to style, but like, I think it worked here because again, they pulled it back a little bit. It wasn't so jarring where it was like, are they even playing their instruments anymore? It was definitely still coherent and fun to listen to. And I love that section near the end where they just jump fully into like a more heavy metal, hard rock sound. That was really, really well done, I feel like. And then mostly the song to me sounded like it was heavily inspired by like someone like Primus, and I think Cameron picked it. I'm assuming on bass was responsible for a lot of that because I'm assuming it was the bass work that really came to the forefront and reminded me of Primus. The way that Les Claypool plays. So yeah, I like that a whole lot, instrumentally and vocally. I'm giving it 2 big thumbs up, which again for Black Midi that's a lot because I'm pretty sure I've given them 2 thumbs down on a song before. So for me to give them 2 thumbs up, yeah, I like this one a whole lot. As far as replay value goes, this one's pretty hectic. This one's pretty out there and crazy. And I like that every now and then. So it's definitely going to make my playlist. Now, I don't know if I always come back to it because, it does sort of break the mold of what I typically enjoy about music. And it still does that, even though they pulled it back a little bit. But I liked it enough that I definitely want to listen to it again. And I definitely want it on my playlist. So I'm going to give it a thumb up for replay value. I think it still gets some plays on my playlist. So overall, not a bad request. Thank you so much for whoever requested this one. As always, if you want to request something, just leave it in the comments. And I'll be sure to add it to my list. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. I believe this song is going to be part of a full album release here pretty soon. Let's see if it says anything here. Just says 2022, so it's either out already or it's going to be out soon. So yeah, go support the artists. Go listen to the music. And then lastly, if you want to support the channel, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. You can also check the description to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. All 3 places I'm trying to get more active and, do more posting there too. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.